Hello, super friends, and welcome back to the Sacred News and Weather. I feel like I have a lot to say today. I know I feel like I've had a lot to say the last many days, and I'm sorry for these long messages. I think what I may end up doing today is splitting it up into two different sections, two different videos. I feel like the reason I feel like there's two reasons why it's happening. One, there are more and more of you watching these videos, and so I'm just getting more information coming through to be conveyed to you. But then the other piece is I feel like my sacred assignment here is to actually be able to take all of the layers of the work and speak it out in one concise message. And I'm still learning how to do that for a group of people that I don't even know. So bear with me with my lengthy messages and know that I'm delighted to have you. And I'm loving the way this work is taking shape and form. When I started out this channel, I really had no idea what I was going to do. I didn't know why I was doing it. I just know that I was doing what I was told to do by spirit, by my guides. It was like, it's time, you're going to do this now. And I was like, well, what am I doing? And they're like, do the thing. And so here I am doing the thing. And I just like a lot. I love a lot where the thing is going. So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming into, not many of you come into the comments, but this is normal for me. I think it has to do with my own desire for my own visibility. Um, I've got sneaky watchers. I get people that come into my email, my text messages, my Facebook messages, but people aren't posting underneath here what they're seeing, what they're feeling. I've gotten questions about my necklace, like what is my necklace? Who did I get it from? I've gotten questions about the work, but nobody's like claiming themselves, and that's okay. I think it is also related to what's going on in the world and what is safe to let people know that you're into and you're doing and what is not safe. And I'm just rolling with it. And hopefully, the more visible I choose to become, the more visible you allow yourself to become in receiving the work that I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to take a beat here and see where we're going today. I know where we're going, sort of, but as I said earlier, I'm not sure what layers and what threads are going to come through. So I'm going to start with what I started with today, actually only moments ago in meditation for our collective. And the first words that I heard today were, love is stronger than death. Love is stronger than death. And it was accompanied by another flash from my life, which is the way these things work for me sometimes. Back in 2010, I lost a dear one to suicide. I lost a beloved. And when he passed, it was devastating, but it also opened up what I thought at the time was like a doorway to my own madness. Because I was seeing him everywhere that I went. And, you know, I had a counselor at the time, I had a therapist at the time, and she said, no, that's normal. When people pass, those left behind often see their loved ones. They see them, they think they see them walking down the hall, and it turns out to be someone else. And yes, that happened. That was not what was happening. Like, I was seeing him in my dreams. I was seeing him when I closed my eyes. I was hearing his voice. And really, if I roll the camera back to like the awakening of the work that I'm doing now, um, one of the first signs and signals that something was coming through was actually Greg's death and his appearance in and around me. Love is stronger than death. The image, the more global image that comes with that, of course, is Mary Magdalene discovering Christ was both not in the tomb, but also very much with her. And she was able to see him and feel him and know that he was there with her. love is stronger than death. And so, where am I going with this message for you? Where do we want to go here? The feeling is that on at one layer, or for some of you have lost someone very recently, and you are very much experiencing that person around you in your energy. For some of you, it's a delightful, like grandma's looking down on us, grandpa's looking down on us, and he sees us and he knows, and I can feel their love, and it's a beautiful thing. For some of you, it's a little less comfortable, and it's a little like what I experienced back in 2010, which is like I'm losing my mind, but okay, it's supposed to go away when I'm better. And I just want to let you know that it may not go away. And the advice that I would give myself back then, if I had the ability to give myself the advice, would be to welcome that person's benevolent energy and input into your world, so long as it feels benevolent and delightful and something you would like to receive. If it feels like something that you would rather not, if it is not feeling good, if it is not feeling comfortable, if it is feeling overwhelming or maybe even dark in some way, shape, or form, you get to state very clearly, thank you for being with me. I see you, but please step back. Leave. I don't want you here. Your presence isn't welcome this close to me right now. Maybe not ever. So you do have the ability to ask that which doesn't feel good to you to step away, to move away, to back off, to go away. One of the things that I have said to feelings that didn't feel good, beings that didn't feel comfortable, if you are not here of love, please go away. Please take your leave. And as I'm saying that, what I'm seeing actually is, for some of you, this is for someone specific who is alive in your life right now. I can feel like this is, I've alluded to a difficult conversation in the last couple of weeks. Like, some of you are needing to have difficult conversations with people. And for some of you, that conversation really is, if you are not here of love and for love, you need to step back. You need to go away, because here's a truth. Love is stronger than death. Yes. But in these human forms and these human bodies, we are our human selves and we are our soul selves, which is the second place I thought we would be going today. And here it is. And sometimes our human selves have not caught up, have not remembered, have not come together, have not remembered our soul self with our human self. And our messy humans get involved with other messy humans. And sometimes the message that needs to be conveyed is, I love you, but go away. Go away until you can approach me from a place of love, of actual respect, of actual connectivity. Some of you are at that place in your life, whether it's with a potential partner or partner, an ex-partner, it could be a parent, it could be anyone really in your life, but I can feel that place in the collective where we are either being approached by spirits, benevolent or not, or starting, like, those parts of you are starting to come online, and you're wondering what the hell is going on. So it's like I'm speaking to the same thing at almost at three different levels today. That spiritual level of, like, there are beings and your mediumship powers are coming online. For some of you, your boundaries are coming online, and you are recognizing that this person in this human form needs a boundary. This person's energy can no longer come toward you. You are not for me unless you are here from love. So there's that. And then the third level feels like that spiritual, a little closer to the spiritual level. Let me see if I can unpack this. I'm like getting a feeling, but I'm not getting words. So, oh boy. Um, Sorry, I'm just listening. I was distracted by the image that I saw was again of Christ, of Jesus, and the way that he spoke to the masses. So I'm going to tell you this because it might help me, it might help you, it might help us here discern what I'm trying to say, what's coming through. When Jesus preached, remembering that he was a Jewish mystic, and not a Christian, when Jesus spoke to the people, his words, depending upon where the community was ready to receive him, were either received on the physical level, the physical plane, the emotional plane, or the spiritual plane. And the way he did it was with language. The Aramaic language is not gendered. The Aramaic language is different than ours. It's much more musical, it's much more lyrical, and much more poetic. So he spoke in parables, he spoke in poetry, and he was reaching the people at three different levels of consciousness. And people received it in the way that their consciousness was able to receive it. And so, what is coming through now around love is stronger than death is some of you are receiving this message at a physical level. And that feels like the I need to set a physical boundary from this person because this person is not coming toward me with love. For some of you, it's at the emotional level where you are receiving a message that someone wants to come toward you in love or is trying to come toward you in love, but there's somewhere between that messy human and that not so messy, that remembered soul. And on that third level is the mediumship place where some of you who are following me are students of mine or will be students of mine or are just students of the divine feminine and mysticism in general, and you are having some mediumship abilities come online, and that is what's happening for you. So those are the three levels that I'm seeing right now that are coming forward that I'm being invited to share with you around this message of love is stronger than death. It feels also related to what I was experiencing as like spiritual, psychic, mental noise in the collective. It feels really noisy in here. And that noise feels related to, again, either communication that has come in, whether it's like from spirits and like mediumship and like something disturbing in the ethers, or whether it is the news of the day that's coming in and being received, or some of you have received a message or need to give a message, and there's a lot of mental, spiritual, psychic noise around it. The image is of the Five of Swords. I'm seeing the image again from the Light Seers deck, which is like a man with his hands pressed to his head, and there are like crows kind of picking at him. And he's like, get away, crows, get away, noise. I don't want this noise in my head. I can't think, I can't breathe, I can't see. I don't know what the truth is. I need to find the truth. And if if the Five of Swords is in the middle, if the noise is here in the middle in the present tense, what I'm seeing before it is the Hanged Man, which I feel like has come up in the collective in the last few weeks, in that you are being invited or have been invited to look at something from a new perspective, and you've been looking at it from all angles, turning it over, turning it upside down, inside out, looking at it from every angle. And rather than finding clarity from all of the looking, you have found more noise. Like there's just, rather than clarity and turning things over and looking at things from a new perspective, you have just found more noise. And the solution for the spiritual noise, for the mental noise, for the psychic noise that feels like is we're being bombarded with right now, the solution is getting quiet, getting really quiet, turning inward and connecting with our soul self, which is why I was shown that I need to lead you all in a guided meditation today and just bring you there. Some of you are already meditating. Some of you already have a spiritual practice. Some of you are already getting quiet in your own way, whether it's with a journal or in meditation or going for walks, whatever you're doing. It's perfect. Keep going, keep doing it. But some of you feel like you want some help. You want some help making that connection. You want some help getting quiet. So we're going to go there. The feeling is that once we can get quiet, once we can get really quiet, but not just quiet, not just vacant, absent, silent, but quiet and connected to our soul self. So connecting our messy humans up with, in with, for some of you, it's like an up, I'm connecting to God divine in heaven. For some of you, it's a turning inward, regardless of the place in your body that you feel it or the way you choose to connect. It's going to be that getting connected that will allow you to relax just enough from the noise to recognize that you need to take action. And I feel like that action, I'm seeing the Knight of Swords, the action will be, and he's like, I'm pretty sure he's the fastest knight in the deck. Some of you might argue with me, and I might be wrong. I'm absolutely always willing to be wrong, but like it feels like the way it's registering in my body right now is it feels like once we can get you quiet and connected, you will know the action that you are meant to take. And the action that you are meant to take is going to bring you closer to love, is what I'm hearing. Whatever that love looks like. So for some of you, it's really bringing you inward and closer to that self-love place, to that place of, I love myself well enough to know the truth. And in this love and truth, I can set the boundary to keep my peace safe, like to keep my peace in here. For others of you, you'll get quiet enough to know the truth, and the truth will lead you to an action that connects you in love. Maybe some of you are sitting on the fence about a love connection right now. It feels, I mean, like again, like there are three layers here. There maybe even more. It's like then the layers can be divided into three layers. It's There's a physical layer. There's like a physical need that wants to be met in us. There is an emotional need that wants to be met in us. And there's a spiritual need that wants to be met. And depending upon where you are in your spiritual journey, that noise is like coming into you right there, wherever it is for you. So if you are someone who's already practicing meditation and seeing and working on expanding your gifts, that noise is like psychic noise. It's like keeping you from your soul's work in some way. And so you're being invited to get quiet in a new way, to get connected in a new way, to allow, it's like it feels like a portal is going to open up, and you're like, the image is a portal opens up and we're going to go right through the doorway into the next phase of our lives, of our love. I just keep seeing love. It's like it's the lovers, but it's not the lovers as a choice. It's the lovers as like you united with your soul self, you united with your beloved, you united with your work in the world. It's like, and for some of you, I think part of like why I keep stopping is like for some of you, I see where it's all happening. It's like this is the stew, like this is the whole stew, and it's happening for you on every level of your life right now. And so part of my psychic noise right now is trying to recognize that it's like we don't have to separate it all out. It's all part of the stew, and the work is quieting the noise so that you can get to this place of action, so that we can get to love. I'm just going to be quiet for a moment to see if there's anything else that wants to come. I don't think so. I think this message feels complete. I'm just going to look at my notes here. I wrote tantrum because that's what I'm talking about with the stew. Like it feels like our nervous systems are in like some, either it's coming from within our own nervous systems, or like totally throwing a temper tantrum right now, and that's what that, like what the crows pecking are, that's what the noise is. But for some of you, somebody is actually like tantruming at you, and that might be that spirit energy that you're being invited to set boundaries with. It might just be that spirit energy is coming to you from a place of love, but it's like, what's happening? I don't know what's happening. And for others of you, it's like very much on the earthly plane, and someone in your very earthly life is throwing a hissy fit in your general direction. But more like, I feel like the majority of you are sort of having your own meltdown on the inside in your own way. It feels less like it's coming from the exterior toward you, and more like it's coming from within and spinning around you. It's a self-inflicted tantrum in your own nervous system. I'm going to end this here. We're going to be short and sweet, and I'm going to post two links because I'm going to stop this and I'm going to hit record on a guided meditation to help us all connect with our soul self, so that you, if this is something you don't do normally, so that you can just follow my voice and fall into the experience and give yourself a blessed moment of peace, which may in fact be that portal that opens up so that you can take your next aligned action. I love you all. I'm super grateful that you are here. I ask if you could be so brave as to like and share and subscribe, and maybe tell some people that I'm doing this. That would be awesome. I would appreciate it. All right, I'll see you in the next message. Bye bye.